Ever wondered why it's crucial to have a backup plan? Let's dive into a concept that's been popularized by the Navy SEALs. 2 is 1, and 1 is none. It's a simple yet profound idea that underscores the importance of always having a plan B. This principle is all about redundancy and preparedness. If you have 2 of something, there's a chance one might break or get lost. But hey, you still have 1 spare to keep you going. On the flip side, if you only have 1 of something and it breaks or goes missing, well, you're in a pickle. It's like being a sailor without a lifeboat or a hiker without a compass. It's not just about having duplicates of the same thing, but about having diverse solutions for potential problems. It's about being strategic, versatile, and ready to adapt to whatever life throws at you. Now, let us delve into a real-life example of how having a backup plan can make a world of difference. Picture this: a hiker out in the wilderness, equipped with only a single fire starter. The sun dips below the horizon, the temperature drops, and the need for a warm fire becomes critical. The hiker reaches for the fire starter, confident in their ability to create a life-sustaining flame. But alas, the fire starter is wet, the victim of an earlier river crossing. Attempts to light it prove futile, the spark of life it's supposed to create, snuffed out by the relentless damp. In this moment, the reality of the situation settles in. 1 piece of gear, 1 single point of failure, and now the hiker is in dire straits. The night is cold, the wilderness unforgiving, and without a fire, the threat of hypothermia becomes very real. But let's rewind this scenario. Imagine if our hiker, wise to the ways of the world, had packed not just a second fire starter, but a different method to start a fire altogether, like a reliable flint and steel. When the first fire starter fails, there's no panic, no rush of fear. Instead, there's a backup, a plan B. With the flint and steel, our hiker manages to coax a spark into a flame, and that flame into a fire. The night is still cold, the wilderness still vast, but now with the warmth of the fire, survival is not just a hope, but a certainty. This tale underscores the wisdom of the phrase, 2 is 1, and 1 is none. It's not about having 2 of the same thing, but about having a backup capability. It's about being prepared for when plan A fails, because out here in the wilderness of life, there's no room for none. As you can see, having a backup plan, or in this case, a backup fire starter, could have made all the difference. So, what have we learned today about the importance of having a backup plan? Well, we've discovered that the principle 2 is 1 and 1 is none isn't just a catchy phrase. It's a philosophy, a mindset, an approach to life that can save us from a lot of trouble and potentially save our lives. This concept emphasizes the importance of redundancy, but not just any redundancy. It's about having diverse backup solutions, not identical duplicates. Think about it like this. If you have 2 identical keys and lose both, you're locked out. But if you have a key and a lockpick, you've got 2 different ways to open the door. That's the essence of this principle. And while we focused on survival scenarios, this principle applies to all aspects of life. Whether it's having an extra tire in the trunk, a spare battery for your phone, or even a plan B for your weekend getaway, 2 is 1 and 1 is none can be a lifesaver. So let's take this wisdom from the Navy SEALs and apply it to our lives. Let's plan strategically, select versatile tools, and always be prepared for different scenarios. After all, life is unpredictable, and the best way to navigate its twists and turns is to be prepared. Remember, when it comes to planning for the unexpected, 2 is always better than 1.